Okay, welcome. Hello, welcome to part 4 of Pistol Blaze, the Gage Origin, the third part today. It's always interesting to see when I do like multiple parts in a single day. Um, I I think I mentioned this before, although it was a ways back. Like I feel like the YouTube algorithm just kind of discourages you from posting multiple videos in a single day, or like, not even posting just multiple videos, but like doing multiple live streams in a single day because I get like free views for like part 2, and I get like 0 views for part 3, and I don't know what we get for part 4, but yeah, I don't know how to compare it to Twitch. I don't think I've seen the analytics from part 3 yet, so um anyway, um so I'll probably talk to Alistair and Stan just to get those out of the way. I might do the DLC stuff first, or at least like that. Um, hopefully everything's like roughly scaled to our level.
Why are we stopping?
Orinator, I think I should get to know you.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
You're right. You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
I've never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Please?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
That you were in the
I
army.
am.
What made you decide? For Qunari, that's like a moot point. Maybe.
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world. No, I didn't.
I will always just stubborn.
There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting. What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
We should get moving.
As you wish.
Set of proofs. Okay. Oh yeah, out of curiosity, it's weird that like this whole Okay. There's the. Hmm. That's interesting. So there's a mod that um like changes people's appearance over the course of the game. Although I can't like really see it. It's not really well formatted for as far as I can tell, it's not. Nexus isn't very well formatted for phones. I'll have to like look into it, I guess, a bit more later.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about
You
Duncan?
don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
If I had subtitles turned on, there's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
That's an excellent
I
idea.
think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family, or almost my entire family, was.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Mother died off screen. Supposedly. You can never be sure about these things. And brother might be still out there still.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
I'll probably just conversations only. Although there is ambient dialogue, I guess. Conversations of characters, so that might be good actually.
What do you need? Ask away.
How did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very
I
funny.
do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
I think we should probably like roleplay this and be like, okay, we're done talking. Maybe we could technically talk to him a lot more.
Oh, why, you little...
You just jump and save your shadow again.
Oh, you're so funny. Such rapier wit. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
Just a warning, you could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish. If you had it and didn't know it, it was probably tasty.
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
Wax tail.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
You see more meat on your bones. Can't be secure than what normally goes into them. It's the butt that counts, he means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Don't do it again, you're a war dog now, nursemaid.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I don't think he hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
What's their dog meat?
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Trying to find a way for the earth, are we? It's gonna take some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
A soldier's peak, I think. At the old Grey Warden base.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
He's impressive,
It's
that's for
just
certain.
teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Some people call this place the Lost Peak. Before King Merrick's decree, the last Grey Wardens of Ferelden lived here. I just got chills.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your pretty friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
The world is full of mysteries.
Yes, Warden.
Damn it.
You should run while you can.
It shall be done. Very well.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up. I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against Darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
King Ireland was a tyrant?
Not much is known of King Ireland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
What? Oh, okay.
It has begun.
Oh, that's a lot of... Oh. Okay, someone. Hello? Hello? Hey, how you doing? How's it going in there? What you guys up to?
say. Sometimes silence is best.
Disband yourself! You force our hand!
Very well.
You can't climb up there?
Begin the onslaught!
Let us do it effectively. Let us end this.
It's your time to shine! Make it reserved!
You have unusual powers. Be wary.
Too easy! You will learn! Is that what you got? Push them down while you can!
Okay.
As you say.
No. Am I supposed to like literally give it to her? Like,
I am grateful.
There
'Tis
you go.
thoughtful indeed.
party approval. One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. As you improve, party members come back to the camp and speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings using the orange bar at the bottom of their character records. See. Heavy armor. You've equipped heavy buffs of armor. With these grades of armor offer excellent ability where they reduce the character's attack speed with bows and crossbows. Although the master archer talent eliminates this penalty for the heavy class of armors. Weight armor also tends to cause more fatigue, which permanently increases the mana or stamina cost to achieve a spell or talent. Well, that's not weird at all.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes! Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Your soul
Acolytes,
is mine!
Retreat now! The battle is lost!
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
I'm missing. Oh, they're healing him. Then, basically a tank, you're not supposed to die. What the hell? This is this cycle where like he brings them back and then they bring his health back.
The Wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
What does that forbid blood magic if it takes to win? She was fighting for her life.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
My. He has 2 injuries. He's deafened and he has a cracked skull. We actually need to one of those mirrors. Well, that requires 36 magic. That's a bit above her pay grade. It's a tier 7. That's gonna be a while. A shortcut or these corpses aren't gonna get up and attack us, are they?
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levi, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Think of the real Sophia left
This
inside
one
you.
has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she
Ew.
is food for this one. No more, no less.
And why should I trust the demon?
What is one woman child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the warden.
Can I tell you about this deal?
You can't be serious. There's nothing left of Commander Dryden. She's possessed.
Your fledgling should mind its place. Meek, subservient, quiet. This one will answer your question. The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons. No more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world.
What exactly will you do if I free you?
This one will roam, this one will see, this one will feed. But without me, the veil will grow weaker. More demons, more misery. You choose just one of my kind, or many. This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken.
What am I
The
destroying?
magics, all moving things, the very stone if you have the power. Something inside keeps my kind locked away.
Before I make a deal.
Your kind likes gold, yes? This one knows of all hidden places. If you help, this knowledge is yours. You get your gold and nothing else, whelp of the Wardens. The levy gets no questions, no answers.
I wouldn't have you deal with her or it on my account.
You tell me anything about the
You
tower?
only must destroy. For your purpose, there is nothing more you need. Good, good. Nothing must live. Gnash stone with teeth if you can.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Nope. Right. Of course, 18 cutting and level 8. Dang it. Okay. No, what? Oh. Because I haven't picked anything. Can I bank points? And that's a big. About to level up. I don't know what level. I'm about to level 2.
It shall be done.
How do I know it's being honest? No.
Begin the onslaught.
It's a fine thing we've done.
Really?
Now we get our hands.
Qualify for specialization. Yeah, I don't have any of these things. Ah, dang it, I'm not yet a high level enough. So I literally cannot unlock that chest until...
Very well.
chemical concoction. Huh? What could possibly go wrong? Pain racks your body, but there is power in this pain and a hint of understanding. You have access to new abilities. Diabolist? Okay.
I shall do it.
Okay, that's just a fake door.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration.
Two different demons.
Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old wooden mage are still alive. How do I know you're not possessed?
Oh, you've met dear old Sophia, have you? My body is sustained from a similar source, but my mind and my volition are intact.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent?
Want some
What
answers?
questions, I wonder? Ask.
How have you survived for
The
me?
Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far. What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she too is no more.
How is Ireland the tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then. But the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
Kuzland's almost a... Well, that's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable.
Summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months. I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. Ah, I was so close.
You're blamed for all this. Some things you just don't do.
From a warden, that means something. So tired, so old. Let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
Kind of tried to do with the demons?
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
Remember how that ended? The Black City at Darkspawn?
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile.
How can you know the Chantry is wrong?
And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort. Yes?
Master Mage, sir, My family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more. Hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
Can you teach me what you've learned?
Search my labs, the answers are in there. Yes?
Every question
So
is
be
over.
it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Sophia asked me to kill you. You want to deal with her.
You are wise not to trust her. We will deal with her first, and afterwards. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
I shall do it.
That might be. Oh, these are steel.
As you wish.
Ancient history. Okay. History of Social Peak, chapter 4. Okay. Not sure if I got chapters 1 through 3.
We must hurry.
Yeah, I guess I had to. Or just.
As you say.
Morgan.
He lives! You were supposed to kill him!
Ah, the architect of my downfall. So clever in your deceit. And what has it brought you?
Treacherous wardens, at every turn! This one will crush you! You are a worm! You are awful! This one will see you suffer.
I'm finished hiding. After these long, bitter years, let it be over. Once and for all.
This one will give you the end you crave.
Help me now, Warden.
Careful! I think they've seen us!
Quick! To the main hall. With so few of her minions to protect her, the demon was no challenge for us. But we must act quickly. The real challenge lies ahead. The veil must be closed.
What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Okay. I don't see anything. The glitch. Have we run into a bug? Sir? Sir.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed. I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
There we go.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so I shall. Can I be left to experiment in peace?
You must research ways to help the wardens ethically.
With what time I have left, I will do this. It may take months or years for my research to reach fruition. When it does, I will send for you. Thank you for this, Warden.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
Pass one up for redemption. Try the future instead.
For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
So this peak seems like a lonely
It
place.
is. In time, it might liven up, though. You're gathering an army, after all. A fortress may do some good with that.
Chance I could convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
The barrier between this world and the next will hold, and in time the land's scars will heal. 'Tis done.
What? That's Soviet.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Not really. I have to come back up here.
It has begun.
I wonder if, I mean, there's the way it was integrated, but there's also it was basically day one DLC, so Ban Loren's land.
What do you need? Ask away.
What can Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
There's
Perhaps,
sounds.
but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need? Ask away.
She said it's Arl
Did
Eamon
I say
raised
that?
you?
I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfels. A whole pack of them, in fact.
I don't remember you telling from it.
If you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arl Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow. He put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
What did your father say? Do you know who he is?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
An awful thing to do to
Maybe.
a child.
She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You think the Arl will help us?
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
I await your command.
His life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Do they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Can you imagine Plymouth was pleased?
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
You were just a child.
That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Okay, well, that conversation didn't go as well as I hoped.
I await your command.
I don't know. I might need to find an actual guide to okay, I had to find okay.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
That sounds wonderful.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the
Yeah, I
carriage.
picked my
It was
original.
encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest.
What
with
I wanted to
delight
say was
as I
actually
sped back
better.
to the wilds. She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror
It
and
was what I was
smashed
originally
it
planning,
upon the ground. And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Okay, my instinct probably made you stronger,
They
didn't it?
did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Okay, just gave her a gift here. Okay. What, Okay, what was that? Where can I find the mirror? Ah, Orzammar. So we can metagame him basically.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Well, that like really had to his approval. Although he's still like neutral to me.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess?
You're welcome.
Why did you come to
I
Ferelden?
was sent to be the eyes of the Antam. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What's an error shock?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
So he's your king?
Kunari have no kings.
What do you have then?
Little patience for endless questions.
Did you find any answers?
A portion of it.
What was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Why would the Canary quick care about the blight?
Why do you?
Ferelden is my home.
So if this blight were in Orlais, it could consume the land with impunity. Don't strain yourself pondering that. I do not know why the Adashok sent us. He commands and I go.
Did you have to report back then?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What are you doing in
Does
that
it
cage?
matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Exactly what happened?
I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
I like what happened to me at Ostagar.
I heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
Trey dropped it on the battlefield.
Perhaps. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then?
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
You panicked over a lost blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Adashok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the
Near
Darkspawn?
Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
it. I suppose even if they did mods, like add the horns back, that you can equip helmets to them, probably was like the main reason. Actually, probably definitely the main reason why they didn't want to like design a bunch of helmets specifically for him, I guess.
Yes.
In
Hmm. Hmm. Where do we... The wide open world? Beneath the Frostback Mountains. So, I think we're supposed to, if we want to go to do the Orzammar stuff, I think we need to actually go to the Frostback Mountains.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Uh-oh.
Do that for you. Yes?
Okay, yeah, she can't do that either.
It has begun.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
It shall be done. As you say.
Okay. Damn. Well, what a fun let's play that lasted. Should I play Sten to like properly tank? are we like even meant to get this far to go here? Like, these guys seem over level compared to us.
Sometimes silence is best.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Have you need to talk to your king?
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Iduken returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
We're Grey Warden. The treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Once your false king, the dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
I just self-pathed everything. I'm really not sure. A coughing blood. And torn jugular. We need to visit the party camp. Oh, he's got 3 injuries. Wrenched limb, bleeding, cracked skull. We've got cracked skull, damaged eye. I'm perfectly fine.
If there is anything complimentary to be said about these people, it is that they possess a remarkable facility for carving stone.
I don't know if there's any inns or something we can stay at here.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
You were in the Chantry. You are a priest?
No, I was a lay sister of the Chantry.
Which means...
I lived and worked in the Chantry, but I did not take any vows.
So you dabbled in priesthood then?
Oh no, the lay sisters don't have the same sorts of duties as priests at all.
So you were not a priest, did none of their duties, and took no vows, but you lived among them?
Yes.
You were a house guest of the Chantry?
Sort of.
Hey, we're just here for shopping.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well, that ended well.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Well, it's clear I need orders from Mars assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Seems like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
In Paragons, are there any renegades?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Can you see you function like this?
That's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
Approving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
I should get
going.
Yes,
you should.
I should go.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
Balin, is that King Edrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont.
Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along. He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm still there, Grey Warden, and I'm here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
What's he for? To defend against the Blight?
A blight? Now? But Our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Key required. Oh, what? Really?
The great paragon Branka will never return. The ancestors have taken her from this world.
This dispute over the throne is exciting, isn't it?
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Dagna.
Like you're not from around here.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Of course, the first circle.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Usually drawers can't do magic. You want me to ask
That would
them?
be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Alright, prayers for the dead. Wait, that's our inventory. We're looking at. Here we go, the golden mirror.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Okay, what am I supposed to... No, I'm gonna wish something in return, dang it. Huh. Hope you're ridiculous. It's a gift, Morgan.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift. Not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
Okay, so there's nothing like particular about this dialogue, I guess. Gold amulet is also something that Morgan likes.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
There you go. I have no idea. I'll have to figure out what happens when we speak to her again. I don't know if we can like safely leave. Those guys are probably still trying to kill us, though.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Can we actually go? Cool.
your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Maybe
I
other
await
things.
your command. We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Can we actually ask why you're still here and not have bad things happen?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Thought we were friends.
Are we? Then why do you ask such a question?
Yeah. She doesn't disapprove as badly, but she disapproves at that in general. I think other things need to happen first, or we need to get her branch up even more. I don't know. Um. The camp, senior mage quarters. Okay. Pet him. No petting animation. Oh well.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
I can go directly to Orzammar now. I think it might be part of the DLC. Also just closer geographically. Yeah.
As you say.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, Old Tegra can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Oh, this is actually a...
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
I see this discount of yours. I need to buy a injury kit. Tome of Skill and Sundry. Painting of the Rebel Queen. Who do I get that to? Okay. As a gift for Stan. Okay, well, I'll... for Liliana.
I am impressed. My thanks.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Let me see here. Look at what other items go to. It's actually that's Ogren. It's for Alistair. That's just a generic gift. It's a generic gift. Okay. These are all generic gifts.
Interesting. Interesting.
This will go to Alistair, and this goes to a character we haven't recruited yet.
What is the name they have for Mother and I? Apostates? Truly, it boggles the mind.
Very well.
Probably could have sold a bunch of shit, but whatever.
It is begun.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
I'm looking to get across the lake to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
So I can get across?
Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Something wrong with our
I told
tower?
you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Is there a way to get across?
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
There's another bot. It's the Templars that let me in.
Good at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
I should get
You
going.
go on ahead then. It was nice talking to you.
Well, princess. With letter? Correspondence interruptus. Shady patron. Innkeeper.
Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you?
Let's get called the Spoiled
My
Princess.
father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story.
I should get going.
Of course. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Look at all the Rendery's fixed though.
Good day.
Hello, named NPC who just says good day. Just have a disgruntled patron and a
It shall be done. I shall do it.
How deep is this lake? Do you think we're allowed to swim in it?
That's it. We'll swim across.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
Hello, Alistair 2.0. Grey Warden.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
Have these documents
Yes.
here.
Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Your Majesty! You look rather mannish today.
Don't question royalty. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now. Go.
Feel like you're getting me in trouble. You're giving me trouble.
Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point.
Oh, we should try our best to avoid that, shouldn't we?
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now? I'll
Wait.
just be here. Just standing. Waiting. Don't mind me.
Persuasive. I really need to sell excess goods.
Back off. I was here first.
I've seen a sword laying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a Quinari braid.
Q what?
It would probably be large and unwieldy.
Well, honestly, I don't have any swords. The spot was picked pretty clean when I got here. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where's he
was
now?
going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Okay.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, that should. Massive armor.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Oh, hello. It's you again. Come to chat a little, have you?
Let's go to the
Come
tower
along,
now.
I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait and pray.
Yo, Grigier, I suppose.
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
I just have an obligation to the Grey Wardens.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
What can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely. This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Major Senate Defensive Summit still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'll look for
I
survivors.
assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
I have confidence in my
If you
abilities.
succeed, I would owe you much. Enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
You have an
A word
agreement
of
then.
caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
My wounds! They burn! It's unbearable!
Oh, this is promising.
I shall do it. As you say.
Alfred.
Let me ask you this then, Morrigan. What if there really was a Maker?
Then I would wonder why he has abandoned his creation. It seems terribly irresponsible of him.
He left us because we were determined to make our own way, even if we hurt ourselves. And he could not bear to watch.
But how do you know? You cannot ask him this. Perhaps he has gone to a new creation elsewhere and abandoned this as a dismal failure best forgotten.
I do not need to know, because I have faith. I believe in him, and feel his hope and his love.
Faith. How quickly those who have no answers invoke that word.
How can someone who practices magic have so little capacity to believe in that which he cannot see?
Magic is real. I can touch it and command it, and I need no faith for it to fill me up inside. If you were looking for your higher power, there it is.
But only if you can control it. I do not envy the loneliness you must feel at times, Morrigan.
Leave me be. Loneliness would be preferred to this endless chatter.
Very well.
Chef Steel. Okay. It's puny. Warship, man. Find all sorts of cool, neat, cool things in Palace of Filth.
Shall be done.
Stop right there. Take another step, and I swear I will strike you down where you stand.
Wait, there are children here?
I am Wynne, Mage of the Circle, and these children are under my protection. Who are you, and what is your purpose here? Have the Templars opened the door? Speak quickly. I'll have no games.
I'm a Grey Warden and I seek the help of the mages.
And you were told that the Circle was in no shape to help you, I suppose. So why did the Templars let you in? Do they plan to attack the tower now?
Don't worry, the Ray of Annulment has not arrived.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
Let's try to avoid needless slaughter. Oh, looks like very well.
Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Gregor will only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
We should set up
You
immediately.
want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Show your tongue, you harpy! You'll do as I say. You could have been one of them if things were different.
I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
Thank you, Morgan.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wynne, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
That's the way I
If
enough
you
time.
are ready, let us go end this.
Indeed.
Yes.
Sorry, Liliana, we can't really. We need a tank. Did I hear a mew? Row? I thought I heard a row. Okay.
As you say. Tis begun.
An unseen force holds the bars. Okay.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
You did what you had to do.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready? All right. Be on your guard.
Look after her, will you?
Sound a little worried.
I don't know if she's up to this, especially not after... I just worry.
Not after what?
I was on my way down to the library when I heard screaming, and a demon came around the corner. Its eyes were afire with evil. I was certain it was my death come upon me. I think I screamed. I was so afraid. And then Wynne was there, in front of me, shielding me. It was light and fire, blood and chaos. When it was over, the demon was dead, but Wynne wasn't moving either. I was so afraid she was... gone.
Well, she seems to
Just
survive.
look after her, all right? She might be completely fine, but then again, maybe she didn't come away from that totally unharmed.
Well, she'll be safe with me.
Thank you. And thank you again for helping us.
Let us end this.
Also, I have to make sure that I don't miss the, Senior Mage's quarters. Probably towards the very end.
It has begun.
Promises of Pride. That's where we just came from. Okay, spacebar pauses the game. That's good to know. I'm just used to having a jump feature. That didn't get introduced until
Owain's room is near here. I hope he's all right.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
what are you doing here?
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
So you want to get out of here?
I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
How can you be so calm? Seems safe enough for now.
I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
Succeed at what?
I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. blood magic. I was afraid of this.
What am I supposed to do now?
Find Niao. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Come on, try to. I'm trying to.
Please, please don't kill me.
Tell me why I should spare your
know
life.
I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching.
Why turn the
The
forbidden
magic
magic?
was a means to an end. It gave us... It gave me the power to fight for what I believed.
Fighting for what you believe is commendable, but the ends do not always justify the means.
You don't really believe that, do you, Wynne? Change rarely comes peacefully. Andraste waged war on the Imperium. She didn't write them a strongly worded letter. She reshaped civilization, freed the slaves, and gave us the Chantry. But people died for it. We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
I just wall and self-pity, pathetic.
What else can I do? I'm trapped here.
I'll spare you, man. I hope you'll escape.
The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
It is begun.
Well,
It shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun. It shall be done. Very well. Watch out! It shall be done.
okay. Impossible to pick. Okay.
you say.
Such a number of books. How many are not decorations?
There it is. Oh, we just leave now. Oh wait, no, we can't.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What, did I even get a kiss?
Oh, I don't know. That seems like a steep reward to ask for.
Good service.
You could be right. Let us test the theory. There. Compensation requested and provided. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Everyone's just like standing around. This really is a time or place.
I shall do it.
Really?
Very well. Very well.
Hey, we just need to grind a little bit. And we'll... Really? Have to go all the way back down here to open this chest after we kill a few more enemies and get to level 8. This is what
that we have not seen more resistance. Where are all the mages, I wonder? All dead?
As you say.
This is why I hate skill gates.
Very well.
I just...
As
Come
you
on.
say. Very well. It is begun. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you say.
Did I get any experience from that? Well, dang it. I was kind of hoping. Oh, you just like click on that to get poison making. Cool. Very good.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Really? How did I not cross it before? Going all the way back. I don't think of anything that's particularly worth it, but ever.
It is begun.
A lesser literary potion. That's such an incredible look for something so frickin' dull.
As you say. I shall do it. begun. It shall be done. We must not exhaust our supplies.
Try that again.
Okay, you're all charm's broken. That's how it works. And you're all dead. Sorry. Damn it, I was hoping to.
As you say. As you say.
Those teleports may not have lived a charmed life, but they certainly had a charmed death. Huh? No? Too soon. Well, I really? We have, you got one less.
I shall do so.
Her staff is still. Probably should keep her in my party. I don't know.
Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience. Thank you. That was an uncomfortable experience.
It doesn't sound quite monotone enough, but already on the 4th floor.
This cannot continue. We have to stop it.
It is time, everything is just as you wanted, my knight. Our love and our family is more than you hoped for.
What an atrocity's name is going on here?
You hear something, love?
It is nothing, my darling. Just the door. I will get it. The children have finished supper. Tuck them into bed while I see who it is.
Don't be long. The children will want to kiss you goodnight.
I will be but a moment, my pet. You are intruding upon a loving, intimate moment, and I dislike disruptions.
Yeah, but Templar Sorcel, don't you?
Happiness is bewitching. There is a certain power in all things mortals delight in. I have given him what he always wanted. Where is the harm in that?
It's not real?
All emotion is intangible. You cannot see it, cannot grasp it.
But it is normally caused by something real. Real events, real people. What you've done to him is abhorrent.
I saw his loneliness and longing for a family that loved him.
Apparently you can get your desire and still suffer horribly. 'Tis truly a lesson for all who consider marriage.
How long will you keep him in this stupor? Will he know it when his body fails and death claims him?
A short, blissful existence is preferable to an interminable one of misery.
Freedom cannot be given. The Templar must choose it for himself.
It's like a fight with her hanging
If
over
you
him.
help this man, what does he learn? Nothing.
If I help him, what does he learn?
Our thoughts and spirits are melded. If one perishes, so does the other. Though much of my strength is spent maintaining this link, I am his wife and his children. He will defend me to the death if need be. I want nothing from you. I have what I need. All I ask is that you leave us alone.
What will become of you if I leave you?
Perhaps we will escape. Perhaps we will not.
It's like a weird echoing effect. The situation you're in is so tricky, I will let you live. You were too dangerous to let
Then you
live.
leave me no choice. Help! There are bandits at the door. They're going to murder the children.
They will not get past me!
I thought your life forces were linked. Really? You think at the very least that his enchantment or whatever would bewitching would be linked to the desire demon? Like, killing her, we should end the bewitchment. And if what she said was true, then he should be dead at the moment she dies. So, I don't know.
Very well. It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well.
Did I just use the injury kit on myself for no reason? Damn it.
It is begun.
I increase his constitution so he can tank better. Combat tactics probably better. Oh. Hello?
Oh, look. Visitors. I'd entertain you, but too much effort involved.
Who's that man wave he's on to him?
He's just resting. Poor lad. He was so very, very weary. You want to join us, don't you? Wouldn't you like to just lay down and forget about all of this? Leave it all behind.
This is ridiculous. You cannot expect me to rest on a floor sticky with blood.
We must stand and fight.
Resist. You must resist. Else we are all lost.
Why do you fight? You deserve more. You deserve a rest. The world will go on without you.
No, because we're the protagonists, so, oh, great.
Ah, there you are. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Wait, you should be dead.
Me? I have been close many times, but I never quite made it all the way. I just wanted to make sure you were happy here in Weishaupt. These grand halls were built by the first Grey Wardens. Isn't it breathtaking?
Why are we here when we should be battling Darkspawn?
The Darkspawn are gone, remember? You were there in the last great battle. It was a triumph for all of us, bringing down the Archdemon and setting the underground lairs ablaze.
How possible you're hiding something from me?
Foolish child. I have given you so much and you cast it back in my face. Can you not be content with the peace I offer?
You offer complacency, not peace.
Seems only war and death will satisfy you. So be it. Have your war and your Darkspawn. May they be your doom.
Hey, pedestal. Oh, great. It's about it actually lets you skip over this somehow. I guess, I don't know. This might actually take a while, so I might have to call it a night here. Damn it. Okay, I'll have to maybe do that later. I thought there's gonna be like much online features to be had, but anyway, let's go to our wall of patrons. Our sole patrons of our man. Thank you, Aaron. Or you can also become patrons for as little as $1 per month. That'll be greatly appreciated, but of course, there's also a bunch of little things you can do that will help in their own ways. So consider that. If you're on YouTube, there's links in the description. Otherwise, you'll have to like hunt for stuff yourself. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, sayonara.